I dropped a full tab of acid. I've never done a full tab before. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel! Right now, I'm in Medellin, Colombia at my grandma's house, but today's video is about a story that I never thought that I'd share. 3 months ago, I spent 24 hours alone in the mountains of Spain, completely off the grid and deep in nature. What started as a personal adventure just turned into something so much bigger. I wrestled with insecurities, I found moments of clarity, and I came back with epiphanies about life I just didn't see coming. Honestly, a lot of this footage was never meant to be public. Someday I'm gonna look really crazy. But I decided to share it because maybe you're dealing with the same thing. And maybe, just maybe, this will resonate with you too. All mic'd up and everything. So I recently, how do I say this? I no longer have a full-time job, and I am dedicating my full-time to making women's hiking pants, which I'm actually wearing right now. So a part of my commitment before releasing this product is that I field test every single prototype. So every single time I get a new model, maybe I made a change to the fabric, maybe I made a change to the design, like something that makes it that much more functional, I then go back out and then I test it myself on a hike. Since then, I learned a lot about how to prepare for a multi-day trek. I make a lot of mistakes because right now my pack is weighing around 17 kilos and that's a lot. I'm not really looking forward to it. What's 39 pounds in kilos? 17 kilos! Because when you first carry it, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. I can handle that. But then when you're going on an incline and you've been doing that for 5 hours, yeah, I've only walked like 5 minutes, it starts to really catch up with you. So I'm doing this mainly because I love adventure. I really, really do. Even, it's kind of sick, but even as I realized it was 4 and then I was rushing and like, what do I do? And changing my plans, like that stuff, like I like it. I don't know, maybe it's like my trauma, but like I thrive in chaos. Not excited for the evening. Jesus, that's probably the worst part. Like, when you go to sleep, that's the only part that I fucking hate. Because it's not an animal I'm afraid of. But you buy like pepper spray. I should make pepper spray. No, not joking. I don't know if it's like, oh my god, hopefully I'll be able to disconnect from all the stresses that I'm going through right now. I'm getting kicked out of my apartment. Not kicked out, but I mean, I have to leave. And then I also have to leave somehow, leave that all ready before I go to Colombia. And on top of that, like trying to do this business. So it's really, really, really tough. What I've learned and what I'm growing on is like I can control how I react to these things. Yeah, that's it. Wish me luck. The entire train is just gone offline. Oh. The guy that was there couldn't take me to write a number. And it's the same number I tried calling in the train station. Now I'm calling and they say to wait for 15 minutes. So, great. And it's now like 6:23. Sun sets at like, I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I leave so late? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. But I'll get there. So now I'm stuck here in Vic. Vic's kind of cute. Booked a hotel for a night and all meant to happen. Laura cannot go on a little... Oh, the Google Maps is going off. I cannot go on a little adventure without something going wrong. Like, it's always like something has to happen. I always end up figuring it out, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't test me. Well, here it is. Hotel Camp Pamplona. Cool. Well, here we are. Failed nature girl in a hotel. All right. Well, night in the mountain. I forgot a plug because I thought I would be on the mountain, but I just went downstairs. She gave me one. So all good. So it is 7:48 and I'm bored. I'm gonna go across the street and get a beer because I feel like it. And I'm a grown woman. I can do what I want. Not that I'm gonna get drunk, especially somewhere unknown. Gonna go do that, come back in the room, regroup, and yeah. I get back to the room feeling kind of defeated, which means ChatGPT and I have to have a little talk. Who, by the way, doubles as my co-founder, therapist, and let's be honest, my best friend. We had a little fight. You disconnected, you died, you left me. But don't worry, we made up. Honestly, I realized I just needed a moment to regroup. Yeah, today didn't go to plan, but that's life, right? Things go wrong, you adjust, you keep moving forward. I decided to treat this as a reset, a chance to figure out what I want tomorrow to look like, and actually enjoy this whole adventure. Because at the end of the day, it's about adapting and making the most out of the moment. Finally getting started. I am so happy. The cab driver was so nice. His name was Mark. He didn't say yes to be on camera and he just took me to Confront. I am starting my journey to first start here and then I'm going to be going to Matagals, which is one of the highest points in the whole park. We will go there and then check out where is a good spot to set up camp. I'm so happy I brought my little hair ties, but oh my gosh, why didn't I put it in my hair before? I've only walked like 5 minutes, 17 kilos on my back. Like I'm already sweating buckets. And the taxi driver was like really nice. We were talking a lot about what it means to disconnect and like what he thinks is a reason why cities are so, gosh, like not relaxing. We were talking about like the sound.
La montaña que no oyes nada, es fantástico, ¿no?
Exacto.
Porque vivimos siempre con el ruido.
I'm so sensory sensitive. Why, if that's ADHD or like if it's like, I don't know, some other sort of reason. If I stop talking, if that's possible. Like it's just so peaceful. Like this is what I need for my mind. It's also a Monday, which is amazing. It was all meant to happen. Like maybe if I went yesterday, it would have been really busy on the trail. Or I really thought when I came out of the hotel room this morning, like it was freezing. It was very, very, very cold. And I put on a base layer. And then as soon as I was carrying my backpack for a bit, I was like, oh, no base layer needed. That was just something I really noticed. Like if you're going to be carrying a lot of weight with you, like I would say maybe the base layers are more for the evening. But like, again, I'm not an expert. I'm a newbie. I'm trying to figure out everything as I go as well. We're ready to go. So this backpack is getting easier. Maybe it's also because I'm drinking the water. Water is also a lot of weight. There's like 1.5 liters in there. It is getting easier for sure. Well, excited to keep going. This is completely unfiltered and real of like one day when I'm really to share this. I dropped a full tab of acid. I dropped a full tab of acid because there are some really deep things that I want to uncover about myself and learn about myself, especially around my fear of rejection and where that comes from. And I've already cried like 3,000 times coming up here. And this is where this is completely only for my eyes. I've never done a full tab before. And I already feel like I'm finding some answers that I really need. That's also a part of this journey that no one will ever know until one day I'm ready to share that other side of it. But for now, it's private, and it's a part of like my healing journey, because like I really fucking struggle with that. No one would ever think, ever think that I struggle with so much insecurity, like a lot. I'm talking it like insecurity so bad that it fucking burns. It burns the feeling as soon as someone is pulling away, as soon as someone is not texting me back. Like, it burns so deeply inside. It's like that comes from somewhere. Of course, I take these ridiculous glasses off. It comes from somewhere. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. What I found out that day is that my insecurity comes from a fear of rejection that I've always struggled with. Sometimes it's not even about the person, it's about the validation. I find myself looking for attention from people who don't even mean that much to me, just to feel enough, to feel seen. When I lose that attention, it stings way more than it should. But here's the thing. I've realized that this pattern started way back, and it started after something that happened to me so long ago. I've been chasing validation from others. It's like I'm constantly trying to prove something to them, to myself, to everyone around me. For the first time, I realized I don't have to keep seeking approval from others to feel whole. That moment in the mountains taught me that it's okay to stop chasing, to just breathe and exist for myself. And while I don't have it all figured out, I know I need to set boundaries and focus on what truly matters. I want to just disconnect, but sometimes these moments are worth capturing. I'm not even halfway through and it's already like this. We all need to experience this. As soon as I get out here, like I'm almost like overwhelmed. All of that stuff of that I'm dealing with, it just goes like it gets literally like off my shoulders. I don't do this enough. I'm not doing it enough. I should be doing this every weekend. Maybe not every weekend, but like I should be doing this way more often than I currently am. And now that I don't have a job, like I don't have to do this on the weekend. I can do it in the middle. It's a Monday. It's a fucking Monday. Anyway, I'm just really excited for what the day is to come and to kind of take you all inside of like what's going on in my head. I probably look like shit right now. Literally like mascara all running down. Why did I even put mascara on? Because I want it to look nice. But it's like, this is exactly what I need to be doing. This is exactly it. I need to be in nature more often. I need to be at one with myself. I need this calmness, this sound. This sound is like, wow. Like the fact that there's just nothing else around. It just feels so good. This channel is about adventure and growth. And not just the kind of growth you see in epic landscapes, but the kind that also happens on the inside. And sometimes those two things go hand in hand. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I was ready to share this part of my journey. It's deeply personal, but I realized that growth comes from pushing your limits, not just physically, but emotionally too. And for the record, I'm not saying that you need to go out, take psychedelics, head to the mountains to figure out your life, but that's my story. I guess it's a bit unconventional, and I'm cringing about the fact that my parents are going to be watching this, but here I am sharing this with you because I know I'm not the only one on this path. We're all figuring it out one step at a time. So at Madagascar, really not that long from where I started. I had no idea that it was going to be that intense. Coming up to where I kind of want to just like, I want to set up my tent. I want to just feel cozy. I want to watch the sunset and find where my vibe is. But as the sun set and the night crept in, the psychedelic epiphanies faded, but the trip was far from over. The reality of the dark, the quiet, and the isolation started to mess with my head. Let's just say the night brought a whole new kind of adventure, but that's coming next week.